topic today is psychological warfare. This will be brief. So things are still happening like they always have happened. So, for example, the Russians are still trying to take Bakhmut. If you look at over here, there's 13 times the Russians attacked Bakhmut and have been repulsed. Other things are still happening. The fleet is also the Russian naval fleet is trying to restore itself. I don't know how they're going to be able to do that. I talked about this yesterday in the Crimea and the naval war, what was going on there, and how I don't know that they're going to be able to get through the Bosphorus in order to resupply. But those things are still happening. But what I really want to talk about today is psychological warfare. So another drone attack in Crimea, and that's really playing with the Russians, right? So fresh strike in the Black Sea headquarters of Sevastopol. At least one drone was shot down by air defenses, and that means that there's more drones. Okay, so it's really taking a psychological toll on the Russians. For example, there were civilians saying, "What in the world? What's going on? Was our air defense system on a lunch break? When will you finally close the city? We fought harder against the coronavirus. There are checkposts everywhere then, and now everyone enters." And so even civilians are experiencing that. And then finally, there's an official saying, "Look, attacks by small drones continue. Remain calm. The goal is not military, but it's psychological." Well, he's kind of right and kind of wrong. It is psychological. The Ukrainians know exactly what they're doing here. They are really messing with the minds of Russians who thought that they were safe in criteria, thought that they were far away from the danger. And so that's having that impact. But it's also military testing. Now, here they were talking about Russian Navy Day back in late July. And I said then, this is only the first. When they can shut down a Navy Day parade because of a drone attack, you're going to see more and more of it. And when they perfect it, you're going to see more damaging drone attacks. Okay, so other news. This is the Russian accuses Kyiv of poisoning some of its soldiers. This is kind of a he said, she said. The Russians are saying, "Hey, our soldiers got botulism. You've done something." And the Ukrainians were like, "Maybe you ate bad meat." But there's no real proof on either side of doing anything. More psychological warfare. Joe Biden has signed a document granting 775 million in defense. The US has given north of 10 billion, and they didn't give it all at once because there's just a psychological thing about this ongoing gift of this, especially when you include things like ammunition for HIMARS, which drives the Russians nuts because HIMARS have been able to really change the game. Okay, psychological warfare goes the other way as well. Here is the Sogi Shigul, whatever his name is, the Russian commander, talking about how the calls to ban Russian citizens are just they're reminiscent of Nazi policies. Well, not exactly. The Nazis were deporting people in order to kill them. They're just saying stay out if you're a Russian. So it's not the same thing. But he's talking about this at the get this, the first international anti-fascist congress. Really, like, they know what they're doing. They're trying to get their message out. There's a military war, an economic war, a psychological war, a political war, and it's all happening at the same time. And now you understand a little bit more about how the psychological war works. Tomorrow I'll be back. If you are not familiar with me, please subscribe. I do these every day, and I'll be back to inform you about what's going on in Ukraine again tomorrow. Thanks for your time.